talk about your captain.
Oh? What was that?
That he's wounded.
I could get in through my...
Oh. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
I can't wait.
Aha!
I
So
hope
that's
Uncle
why
don't
they
let me
sent you
down.
for the wine. Wait a more then. I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. A couple of the bandits grabbed you, but their leader put a stop to it. It was all very strange.
Shut up! For God's sake! Someone will hear you. I wasn't at the pond, and that's that. And don't mention it again. To me or anyone else. Got that?
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. That we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you've still got it.
Why you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
It ain't what it used to be. My knees and back are giving me dip. Me too.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scarlet's.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
I'm sorry.
Well, can't be helped. Let's hope things get better.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me. So don't, but otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the Smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things all right.
Well then, be careful.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
Who is this Sameen?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Truscovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the...
I'll go and discuss it.
And careful with them sacks. Aye, coming right up.
The clearer it is to me that
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
we can come up with a plan.
What are you standing here for?
I'm waiting. I'm paid to transport loads, not to haul them on my back. The cart won't unload itself, will it?
Well, that's a stroke of luck. I'm just looking for a job myself. How about I haul those sacks?
It's all the same to me. Go and talk to the innkeeper about it.
Does it? Deep breath. We'll talk about it later.
leave without paying and leave Sir Hans on his own here.
Pour me one.
Torture.
One day, when their time comes. I was wondering if you'd lend me your book.
I'll have a beer.
One day, when their time comes, I'll take her to the butcher. And the more I think about it,
Here it comes.
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't.
What did you say?
Crazel. He's.
Excuse me?
It's just I've heard tell. He get.
What did you say?
Radovan is Smitty's
I'll go and...
nice and. Christ, pardon me.
You ain't here to carry, clear off.
does it? Deep breaths. We'll talk about it later. Good of ale, thanks.
You ain't here to carry, clear off.
An ale, as usual. Cheers.
Aye, beer's gotta flow.
You ain't here to carry, clear off.
Strong as an ox. And she stamps and bites.
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
Easy does it. Deep. We'll talk about it later.
Is that all you know about?
What else is
I'll go and stop.
nice and.
Innkeeper, a beer.
What? Who?
What a co-
Greetings to you.
I haven't seen you here.
We're messengers from Ratai. Here to deliver a letter to Lord...
Hear that, Crazel? A messenger, he says.
He's a lame liar.
I'm not lying. We're messengers. But everything got out of hand somehow.
Well, whether you're lying or not, what do they call you, lad?
Henry of Skalitz.
Fancy yourself a noble, it seems.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these.
That's right. A big affair in Sameen.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Sameen and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
So that, it's gonna be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is gonna be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Would it be possible to get to von Burgov, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that we needed there.
Aye. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
Could someone get to the...
Someone?
Well, a play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about?
All right, all right.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his beat.
I'd like to...
You've heard all you...
I'm looking for work.
And what can you...
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards, when I'm swamped with work. If you're not talking shit and you can wield a hammer, we'll shake on it. And if you prove your worth, I'll even take you to that wedding.
Why would you work at a forge? Come and work for me at the mill. It's a cleaner job, and easier. And I can get you to that wedding, too.
Leave it out, you rogue. I asked him first.
My own pa was a blacksmith, so I spent my whole childhood at the forge. I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me. That's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
I haven't been here before.
What's there to say?
It's usually peaceful, thank God.
You've got good reason to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslinging. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true. Just a couple of villages, rocks, fields, not even a church. That's despite Otto van Burgo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles.
When his lordship isn't in these parts, his chamberlain stands it.
I saw him on the gate tower, when he sent us packing like beggars.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard.
If you can get to him.
So it's...
Aye. Except there's more
But we'll be back to our...
About that...
I look forward to seeing you at...
I've got...
Wait, there's something else I want to... Out with the truth. You ain't no messengers.
We really are. We didn't look like this when we left Ratai. We set up camp down by the pond. And in the evening, we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything. Even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing to...
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
I can't do it. We can come up with a plan to take somewhere she's out of sight. You know, so she's safe.
The butcher? Safe? What?
There'd have to be two of us. I couldn't manage to pick that size on my own.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she did not...
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she... I did get something out of...
What?
Von Bergov is a...
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fort. It's the talk of the town. The invitation only. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there...
Why should some wedding in a...
Because it looks...
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do... And that shouldn't be a problem, because...
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort out first.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand.
Ah, stop whining. Well, if it makes you feel better.
How?
That too. But above all, as soon as we have at least some gear, although, if you think about the 3 states of man...
How generous of you.
I know, my dear...
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
Blimey.
Oh.
You ain't afraid of hard work.
I'll drink to that.
I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel.
How dare you? I'm the son of the bailiff.
Ugh. You're just an idiot, a stupid, ignorant village yokel.
Mind where you're going.
Your insults are
To your health, my friend.
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? Or what the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
For an arse kicking, you piece of shit!
You know much for us, fucker.
We'll finish this quickly.
Enough's enough. Time to die.
Hey, stop fighting!
You have any chance, bastard?
Hey, Chaser!
Nice it.
You should have fucking stayed out of it. Good name. Dump. You're all outnumbered, you shit. You haven't a chance.
Fucking die already. Let him have it.
Good. Ain't had enough yet.
Why'd you do it?
Ha! Fuck you. Zeig, was du da hast.
Don't spare him.
Nice it. You're off.
So good. Good. What do you want? Hey. Now you fucked up. Yeah. Don't spare him.
He doesn't know which way to turn. Nice it. You'll kick the bucket, you shit.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up! Oh, you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Master Otto.
Hey! Go!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, over here. Well, come on. I don't bite. Do you have a moment?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work. To the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
You're something like a wanderer?
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad. But don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He breaks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing, had a...
Where might I run into Tomcat?
in the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise, Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog.
Well, sure.
More like some trick he's got that our watch does.
I'm practically naked.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed.
Ah, very funny.
And what do you have in mind?
I'd prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the...
That's a pretty good idea. Tailor Bartoszek would probably throw you out of the shop. But if you can get by with things that are, let's say, slightly warm.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I have no money.
The hell you will. This is... Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your...
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying.
Damn. I could use a horse.
Don't exaggerate.
Still.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse.
Do you know where I might...
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch...
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place...
My main concern is getting to that wed...
Well, yeah. People are talking of...
How much time do you think I...
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished and blacksmith... So, no rush.
Hopefully by then. I really need...
I can see...
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
How's life treating you?
Hands off! Thief!
I'll bear it in mind.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it? Stop messing around! Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
God be with you.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels.
That's a serious matter.
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why? I'm sorry, lad, but until then...
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory.
I can't help you with that.
I'd like to buy...
If it's a tradesman you're after, your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help.
What's new in the camp?
I heard. Project the innkeeper. Will they never? And now I've been visited. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field. Just...
What do you mean, more?
That we found someone buried here. Don't even... I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang. Also, if it was... Now someone's stealing...
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. I need to speak...
With the royal chamber?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy. But he's...
And where do I find him?
Where do you think?
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about... I'm not going to put in a word for you.
What's new, babe?
Nothing special, fortunately. It's peaceful here, and the war has... Well, that's how it...
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that, and then the wolves started. Oh, and then... But that's no business of you.
I understand. What's new?
I was just visiting. He said he found more fresh graves.
What do you mean, more?
That we found someone... I've been digging up...
What can I do for you?
As the local scribe.
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So...
It depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some
armor. Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, but try Radovan, the blacksmith, and... Aha. So...
Whose armor?
Oh.
What legend?
It's... there are actually two legends, or even... Why are you so interested anyway?
Oh, come now. Surely you're not going to keep that legend to yourself. Do a fellow scholar a service.
Youngster, being able to piss your name in the snow doesn't make a scholar out of you.
I beg your pardon?
All right. No need to lose your temper. I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many...
Who exactly what?
You don't know, lad. Educate yourself.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a
Could you recount for me the legend of...
Well, Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince, so he decided to head out into the world.
A man after my...
You may think so, but his wife, her name was Ludmilla, and she... Still, he loved her very much, So he took her ring and told her that unless someone came, but if he failed to return.
Then what happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn over time. The men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only. And so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And so Brunswick, after some time on the road, the prince came across. So
Well, considering what he later added.
smart. Brunswick rushed to out the lion, and together they killed the. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. Except, by then, it was already too late. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly at the wedding feast. Brunswick, for Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Where did Brunswick's...
It is said that George the Lion of Vortenberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chen. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and as a reward, Wenceslas gave young Wartenberg the name. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long, specifically while visiting his uncle. Of course, the king wanted his armor back, but it looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trotsky, but...
Chenyet was broke. How come?
Because of building his castle. Trotsky may be impressive.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armor...
Because Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. While he did, it said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight. Or so they say round these...
And do you know where I could find
Yes, lad. But I do have a little bit of Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind. Do you want...
And how did that riddle...
Wait. I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings. Hidden deep from between them stands a mighty rock.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell. I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got... And you know what? I've got something else for you. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague, too. But he died. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is... Here, take it as a keepsake. And now, go.
Did you drink away your hose?
God be with you, my friend.
God be with you.
What? Again?
Oh,
What do you mean, again? You refuse to
No,
give me more
I
last
just-
time I asked. So it won't come as a
Sorry.
surprise when I refuse again. And what am I supposed to write?
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Jehorovka stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday.
You're kidding. Who was it?
Some vagabond.
God rest his soul.
And get this. Miller Boschka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful current. The dead man had been floating down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing?
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain round his neck. Can you believe it? Someone bumped him off, and didn't even rob him.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
Farewell then, my friend.
God be with you.
Greetings.
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad. So far.
What will it be? I'll have a look at the web.
Maybe next time then.
I'll be right there.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something.
God be with you.
What the hell? Du Nervensäge! Get out! Welcome. You can buy every... A few days ago, when I was returning, I salvaged some things.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the... I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But... Me too.
I wanted to ask you. I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here... Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business. Also, what do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round?
If you want. Die Rettung... Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for... We do not go there either. Und warum? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of beer. No one wants to pay the church more than...
Can I find other...
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. Oh, natürlich. There is Bartosz. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. There...
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Along with the scribe Geibel. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin.
Is there anyone else?
Oh, ja. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where do you go for wares?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And further north there is Turn. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Be—
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. Wenn du was brauchst, I do not think you will get to the town anytime.
Is there anything I...
Certainly. Sir, here in the village, we don't care much for outside.
I understand that, but we were ambushed.
Ach so, ich verstehe. That is all because of...
So you've already heard about the...
About those ones in particular. Or every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. But Herr Otto spends more time in...
I'll have a look at the...
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen. You can't just stroll around here
What
with...
are you gawking at? Mind where you're going!
Good day.
You can't just stroll around here without so much as a buy your leave. Could I help you?
Hail Mary.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I stop being angry.
Ow! When he's as deaf as a post! Anyway, that's where I dumped the shit, because that's where you made your dunghill, even though I begged you not to. You know I've got apples on the other side, and they fall right into that shit.
I don't give a fuck! But don't you dare climb over that fence. And if you've got a problem with that, take your grievance to the bailiff.
Yeah, like he'll side with me when he's your brother-in-law.
So don't go there then.
Christ, what?
ale.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
I'm here then. You said in the alehouse that you could do with a helping hand at the forge, didn't you?
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. What's your name?
That's right.
You said something in the tavern about being a blacksmith's son.
Aye, that's me. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, as it happens, I have to forge a wedding present.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should?
Sure thing.
Great.
Iron.
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up with a good bucket. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Works better. You can tell the temperature by the color. You won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Sparks are flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. That's the ring you want. That's some nice whistling. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right, let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle?
It makes you work to a rhythm.
How do I know a good strike?
By the sparks that fly up. It rings out with a different...
What's the right way to...
Do it till it turns the color of straw. The main thing is, don't work it cold, but don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I fall?
If you keep hammering the same spot, but jumping from one end to the other, the best thing to do is aim each strike next to the...
How will I know it?
Notice the shape.
Thanks.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep... And of course, you can use... Any questions?
Where can I get...
You can buy some essentials, but if you want to make a fancy sword... This is just a village, you know. The locals...
What can I do with you?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here.
Where exactly?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. And you can put your things in the chest there.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. You're pretty good at swords. But what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. You can get down to it.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to... You take care of these smaller jobs. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out... What do you want here? Why'd you barge in? It's about those two idiot hands of mine. Vince.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my...
Have you any idea which way they might have gone?
There's only one road to Semin that can take it, but I've got a bad feeling.
Those two hands of yours?
Can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these...
Were they suspicious?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semin's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick...
Gladly. There's a couple more things I'd...
Ask away.
Thanks. Can I ask you...
What is it you...
All right.
Time's waste.
I'd like you to...
Yeah, what do you want?
I don't have enough money. What do you... Let's talk about the price.
Sure. Why not?
Here. And...
My. Thank you kindly. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
What do you think you're doing?
Can I be of any help?
You can pray.
What?
Say your prayers.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Somebody, please!
Show your stuff. Here's another one. Rich pickings today.
Please, let me go. I'll give you everything I have. All of it.
And let you snitch on me to the guard. Fuck! I'll kill you!
Right between the eyes.
Show your stuff. What do you want? Here's another one. Rich pickings today.
Please, let me go.
What the? I'm all yours. Bleeding already, are ya? Stop, or I'll ram my blade into your gut. I will. Fuck! Somebody, please! Is something wrong? Soon will be.
Can I be of any help?
You can pray. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Someone! Help!
What's that?
Take that fucker out, damn it! We're going to gut.
I'm all yours. That'll teach you. everything you've got. Right now.
But I have nothing to give.
This... What the... Ha-ha! You never saw that! Your money or your life?
Hold on.
I'm not holding on for no fucking one. I'm telling you, your money... Stop! You fucker!
Someone! Help!
Nice!
We're going to gut you, you whore son! And you'll get another right away! Useless!
Stop, man! Your purse!
I beg your pardon?
This is a rock. What the?
Someone! Help!
What do you want?
I've been waiting for you. So he's a sword fighter, eh? It's a wonder you're still...
Show what you're made of! Stop, man! Your purse!
I beg your pardon?
This is a robbery! Fuck! Show you! Take that!
Show you! Between the eyes!
Him up! Your money or your life?
Hold on.
I'm not holding on for no fucking one. I'm telling you. What the?
Interesting.
Ha! Here's another one. Rich pickings today.
Please, let me go. I'll give you everything I have. All of it.
What the? I've been waiting for you.
We're going to gut you, you whore.
What do you
son.
want? Here's another. Stop! You fucker!
I've been attacked! Help!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker. I'll sort you out nicely.
All yours. What do you want?
Eh? Fuck
All
that.
yours.
Let him have it.
Is something wrong?
Soon will be.
Can I be of any help?
You can pray.
What?
What the?
Help!
Stop, or I'll ram my blade into your gut. I want everything you've got. Right now.
But I have nothing to give.
Fuck! Soon will be.
Can I be of any help?
You can pray.
What?
Say your prayers.
Oh, angel of God, my guardian.
At him! He's got no chance alone.
We're going to gut you, you whore, son.
Give me your money. Fuck!
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit.
Here's another one. Rich pickings today.
Please, let me go. I'll give you everything I have. All of...
What the?
Help!
everything you've got. Oh, for fuck's sake! Help!
I'll sort you out nicely. I'll rip your ass. Just handle it.
Stop, or I'll ram my blade into your guts. I want everything you... Right now. But I have nothing to give. This instant, I say. But are you fucking deaf or what? Fuck! I'll kill you! You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit! Give me your money. This is a robbery. Please, I have nothing to give. Don't bullshit me. What the? I'll get you. Show what you won't get me.
I've been waiting for you. Show your stuff. Take that! Show what you're made of! Show your stuff! Beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! come on now. Welcome. What can I do for you?
Getting any bites?
Bah! No luck today. Crayfish, though.
Where's the best place to...
The other... Not only is there greenish... My...
If you're so bad at...
That's not the point.
Well...
Thank you. Farewell.